Hello and welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Technology Review TV or on Twitter, twitter.com/Mac Jackson Jr. or go to my website at macjacksonjr.com and sign up for one of my reports on identity theft protection for your family. Also, I have a book out as well. Go to my website, macjacksonjr.com, click on the bookstore, and pre-order your book for $19.95 on how to protect your family from identity theft and fraud. I am pleased and very pleasure to have Sonia Pedowick again on this segment of our show. We're going to continue our talk on cybersecurity, cybercrimes in businesses, and why businesses are the number one source of identity theft, what companies should do to mitigate it.
Yeah.
So what have you heard in your networking about cybersecurity and identity theft? Do companies talk about it? Is something that's on their mind?
Absolutely. I mean, I think people used to think like, if I got hacked, it's now when.
Right.
And yeah, your end user is probably the biggest point of risk.
Yes.
And you know, we have anti-money laundering things going on just in the gaming industry and things like that. So
a lot of that here in Vegas, right?
There's people, they just want to get in, and I think for some it's malintent, right?
Yeah.
And others are just random hackers out there that are just trying to see what they can do. But as the proliferation of ransomware, and some of the ransomware things are so silly. They're like little schools that they're trying to get $12,000 from or $6,000. It's not like it's this exorbitant amount of money, but it's enough to impact a school and then your kids' personal information, or if it's a business, or if it's a healthcare entity. All of that sells on the black market, as you know.
Yes.
For crazy. It's a crazy amount of money.
It's really amazing how that works. The dark net. I get emails all the time from people going, "What is a dark net? Is that something where Darth Vader is alive at?"
May the Fourth be with you.
Yes, that's right. But it is a actual place.
Yes.
But like they say, once it gets out into the media of its existence, there is another place that most of the people are moving to.
Yeah.
Just like Area 51 here in Nevada.
Yes. Right.
Let's found out as something else, right?
Yes.
So it's the same sort of thing, but in the dark net there are hackers that are there that buy and trade information and how to break into businesses. And do you know that you can go in there and hire a company to do ransomware as a service?
Oh my goodness.
Let's say your employee, you work for a company and you hate that company and you want to do bad things in a company, you can go into Darknet and hire a ransomware company that will exploit and compromise a business.
Because you have inside information.
Yes, because you have inside information.
Oh my gosh.
And once they get the ransom, guess what? They'll give you a commission.
Oh my gosh.
A commission for it. It's crazy. We've seen other ones where they send ransomware and it blocks someone's machine.
Right.
But in it, it'll say, if you will send this email to someone else and block theirs, we'll release it on yours.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
It's just there's no words, because there's so much good that can be done with technology, and it's so exciting to see where we're going with technology.
It's absolutely amazing.
It's scary, but I think it's an opportunistic time, right, for those type of people, that they're seeing an opportunity. And my questions on it are like, well, what happens? Is it the money has to be wired somewhere? Is that then not traceable? And are the feds able to track it?
Yeah. The Bitcoin. They're using cryptocurrency.
Is that what it is?
Yes, using cryptocurrency. It used to be where they would be as brazen as asking people for their credit cards. When ransomware originally came out, and would pop up on a screen if you're on a porn site or something.
Right.
And they would say, pay $300 and we'll release it. So people pull out their credit cards and pay. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh my gosh.
Would release.
Right.
They get $300 and now your credit card's compromised.
Yes.
But it got $300. Now it's getting into more nefarious ways of doing it, because the credit cards were traced.
Yes.
Transactions. Point A to point B. Now at Bitcoin, it's harder to trace that. But cryptocurrency is working on a lot of security behind the scenes of cryptocurrency as well, with Bitcoin and all these other companies to put in ways to
protocols and straight.
Yeah.
Well, we talked a little bit on the break. I mean, security and IT jobs, right? If you're looking for industry change or career change, and you have the ability to do that, or if you're raising young kids, going into cyber or any IT role is where the jobs are at.
What do you think about that? Now, I understand the job report shows that we're down almost under 4% right now.
Yeah.
Is there any good news for the IT industry or cyber industry?
I see. We're an IT recruiting firm, obviously, Torian Consulting, and we're constantly busy. We get new requirements in each day, if not every other day of the week, and they do. They're a balance between just your normal run-of-the-mill desktop to development, but a lot of security.
Right.
And there's a shortage. There's a negative employment rate in IT because there aren't enough people out there. And I think that there's some fear of what's going to happen with bringing talent in from overseas and visas, and we're behind the curve in the United States, right?
I can understand that, yes, because there's been a lot of work, a lot of talk about what is it, HB visas,
H-1Bs,
H-1B visas, right? Hiring people, they have to jump over so many hoops just to come here,
right?
Because we can't find them here in the U.S.
Right, and there's only so many a year that they're supposed to be allotted, and will that number go up or down? Who knows?
True.
But the time to get them is now. Like if you have kids and summer's coming,
that's right.
Send them to code camp. Send them to these camp sessions where they can get a flavor, just a taste of what's going on in technology.
Yeah.
And I think kids don't understand that it's not just gaming, but security and all the cool things that they can do with technology. Once they start to see what's possible, and just learning how to do a Minecraft code camp.
Yes.
From there, where does it go? I think it just will open their eyes to what's possible.
There are groups that do that, as well as We Code is another organization that there's lots of others all across the country, but find them in your local community. Groups that you could send your kids to over the summer, because it's ready. It's another less than a month now.
Yeah, it's like
summer
4 weeks away.
4 weeks away, and summer we started for the kids. But and keep them learning over the summer, because isn't studies show that kids lose a lot of their learning abilities?
Yes, 100%. They lose words, they lose their math skills if they're not at least touching it, doing it. We're those parents who make them do it once a week, at least over the summer. But even just as a woman, there's a lot of opportunity for women in technology. There's a lot of initiatives for those. So there's grants, there's nonprofits in your city that are trying to encourage those inner city kids, girls, boys, just to get into it, just to see, is this a career path that you're looking to follow?
Excellent. That's very, very good. So where do you think it's going to be headed here in the next few years regarding cybersecurity?
Oh my gosh! I mean, I think we have to try to get ahead of it.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think we're always, I heard some commentary on the drug problem in sports, right? And doping.
Yes.
Like the problem is that we can't get ahead of it, right? They're always figuring out a new way to mask the doping, and so the labs can't get ahead of what are they using now to mask it. And I think that we're somewhat in that same situation when it comes to technology and cyber, is like they're getting more creative at getting in, and we're having to follow behind to stop it.
True.
And so we need to sort of put our brain power together to figure out how do we maybe get ahead of the curve, if that's even possible.
Yeah. It's definitely possible. A lot of the organizations and research groups I belong to talk about this, what you just said, ways of keeping ahead of the cyber curve, because you're right, there are underground organizations that practice this.
Right.
They practice how to be bad.
Yes.
And they teach it in the underground. So we have to keep aware of it and
ahead of
using
it.
knowledge. Yes, ahead of it, being aware of it.
And part of that is just educating ourselves, right? Protecting ourselves.
Absolutely, the biggest
keep talking
defense,
about it. Absolutely.
Biggest defense against cyber attacks is through education, folks.
Yeah.
Information is a new currency, and I tell you, those who have the knowledge, man. Those are the ones that can take their career to a next level.
Yeah.
Right, when they're working for someone or going to apply for a job. The more you know, the more you make.
Right.
Nowadays. Right.
Yeah, this is very true.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Are there any charity groups or sponsor groups that you know of right now they like to mention?
You know what? IT Works is phenomenal for us here in Las Vegas market. They're East Coast as well, but I would check them out. They're a training program for kids who are 19 to 27, undereducated, underemployed, that get them some training and paid internships. If you want more information, you can look up IT Works, or you can get me through torianconsulting.net.
Absolutely. IT Works, folks. Absolutely great company to contact. Well, very good.
Yeah.
Look how quick that was.
I know. Werner stole my time today.
Very good. If you'd like to find out more about Sonia, tell them where they can find
you. Can find me at torianconsulting.net. That's TAUREAN consulting.net.
Very good. And also here at Technology Review, I want to thank Sonia Pedowick for being part of our family of sponsors.
Yes.
And she'll be here every month, maybe even more than that. As well here at Technology Review, talking about tech, what's cool, what's going on in cyber as well. You can find me every week here at WCOBM.TV at 3 p.m. on Fridays. If you miss a show, just go to my website, MacJacksonJr.com, and click on Technology Review Show, and you can see all the shows on demand, not like Netflix, on demand. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend, folks, and thank you for being part of our family here at Technology Review. Bye for now.